How y'all doing today, man? As you can see, it's very cold up in this car. My breath is perspirating. but yeah, man, I'm coming to y'all from my vehicular today. Just wanted to share a quick message because I seen something, a post earlier, and it kind of got me to thinking that a lot of people don't realize, or they get this misconstrued in a lot of ways. So I just wanted to put a message out there on what it means to actually be a good person and what actually comes with being a good person, because being a good person is sort of like a double-ended sword, so to speak. It's a blessing and a curse, because a lot of the times being a good person means that you're good to everyone, you know what I'm saying? But not everybody deserves a good person. And so that's where this post came in that I saw, and it says that good people get tired of being good people. And a lot of people got this message confused because they said, oh no, good people don't get tired of being good. Listen, that's not what this means. Understand something from a good person's perspective, from a genuine good person's perspective, because a lot of people say, oh, if you claim you're a good person, you're not. No. First of all, a good person knows when they're a good person, because when you got a genuine good heart, that simply means that there's so many bad fucking things out here that you know that you can be capable of doing, but you choose not to on a day in and day out basis. Being a good person comes with a lot of responsibility and a lot of sacrifice. You understand me? Being a good person comes with trying not to screw people over, trying not to be as selfish as everybody else. It comes with, and it's not hard for a good person because we're naturally that way. I'm not selfish with my time. I'm not selfish with money. I'm not selfish with anything. And I don't expect anything from anybody at the end of the day, because I know 90% of the population is selfish. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect anything from anybody. You have to, as a good person, you have to go through this life knowing that there's not many people like you in this world. And a lot of good people, I think that's where they fall victim, because some some good people are just naive, man. And that don't give nobody the excuse to turn into a bad person. But a lot of good people feel like everybody should think the same way, and it's just not that way in reality. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to come to the realization that yes, good people do get tired of being good people, but that don't mean we stop being good people. That just means we readjust who we're good to. That just means we start to realize that we can't be good to everyone, because you can be the best of the best to the wrong person and they'll still find a reason to make you out to be a bad person, because that's exactly what happens in a lot of relationships. That's exactly what happens in a lot of friendships. You see a good person be a good person, and it's so natural for them to be a good person at the end of the day that a bad person just doesn't realize it. You know what I'm saying? Their perspective is so fucked up that they can't even see how good of a person that you are. And it's not your fault, because I've blamed myself plenty of times for situations that didn't fall through. But the older I get, the more I realize how generous and how, you know what I'm saying, just selfless my actions have been up until this point. And I'm not saying that I've changed my actions, because my actions are still this way, but I'm saying that up until up until this point, all of my actions have been directed towards trying to better more than just my life. I'm trying to better my I'm trying to better anybody around me's life, basically, because I can't go into detail about all of that. It would take too long. But the point that I'm trying to make here is good people know when they need to readjust themselves. And it's not saying that we turn into bad people, because bad people, they hurt people. They intentionally hurt people. Their intent is not good. Their intent, a lot of the times, sometimes their actions may be good, but it's not because they they just want to be good people. It's because they expect something in return. And when they don't get it, it's like that's when they show them true selves. And that is the literal definition of a bad person. Because a bad person will do bad things. It's just inevitable. A good person, it's natural for us to not fucking be out here screwing up other people's lives, because that's not in our hearts. That's not in our intentions. But a good person will get tired, bro. We all get tired. And just because we're good people don't mean we're fucking pushovers, don't mean we're ass kissers. It don't mean none of that, because a lot of people get that misconstrued too. You're not just finna use a good person up that's mentally aware of what's going on around them, because that's what had to happen to me. I had to become mentally aware of the decisions that I was making to stay around toxic people, in which was turning me toxic in a way, and not in a form that was like verbally abusive or negatively like impacting anyone else's life. It was just to the point where it negatively affected me. It affected my mood. It affected my feelings. It affected my life, so to speak. And it became toxic to me, and me becoming toxic to myself because someone else was being toxic to me. And then I couldn't be healthy for anybody. You understand me? And that's what a lot of good people go through. We're so good to people that just don't get how precious our time is on this earth, how precious our resources is, that we don't get back at the end of the day. Money is one thing, because money can always come back. I don't get my time back. I don't get my generosity back. I don't get all this stuff back. You understand me? And for me to just give it freely, that takes a lot. You understand me? That takes a lot out of any good person, just to give their resources freely to anybody. And the fact that people misuse it on a constant basis is the exact reason why we have to come up to this topic. Because people think that good people are just going to just continue to be good people to everybody, and they're not going to just readjust what they know. No, it's not like that. In reality, good people that are well in tune with reality know what's going on. And we're not going to just sit there and let nobody just suck up our energy, suck up our time, suck up any of that. Because at the end of the day, the time that we do give to people, it's valuable time. We're not gonna sit around moping. We're not gonna sit around blaming nobody for our problems. We're not gonna sit around doing none of that. So the time that you get with a good person is gonna be very valuable time at the end of the day, no matter what time they give you. So appreciate that time from a good person, because at the end of the day, there's not many of us in this world, bro. Everybody is capable of some type of evil. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or any of us are perfect. But a good person that genuinely tries every day to be a good person and not go out here and fuck up other people's lives or damage anybody's property, or you know what I'm saying, or just do any of the general bad shit that a bad person would do on a daily basis. Give that person their space if you're not on their level. You understand me? Do not interfere with the good person's life, bro, because this is exactly why we have to have these conversations. Good people are tired of being good people to the wrong people. You understand? To the wrong people. And it just so turns out 90% of people are the wrong people. And so that's the message that I wanted to get out today. If you're a good person and maybe you can level with this maybe this is just my experience. Maybe somebody else has a different way of, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm not saying that good people turn into bad people, because no. If you are a good person, you're a good person day in and day out. It's natural. But good people are also not pushovers. They're not gonna just fucking be good to everybody nowadays, because you can't. So that's my message for today. If anybody has anything else to add, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for watching. This was my message for today. Love y'all. I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.